Hello, I'm Tony Grossman, President of the Florida Tree Farm Program. Managing a forest involves much more than caring for trees. In addition to thousands of forest products, from paper and lumber to food and medicine, we rely on forests to produce clean, abundant water, fresh air, recreation opportunities, and wildlife. Doug and Teresa Moore's South Prong Plantation is an outstanding example of sustainable management of forest resources to produce these important products. Like other tree farmers, the Moores have a deep-rooted connection to the land that drives them to be good stewards. The Florida Tree Farm Program is proud to be a partner in their stewardship.
Winning this award is important to me because not only does it recognize my hard work, but it recognizes all the agencies and people that helped me get there and possibly encourage others to better manage their forest.
Nestled in the northeast corner of Florida is Baker County and the South Prong Plantation. This 2,400-acre timberland is owned and managed by Doug and Teresa Moore. The Moores purchased this land in 2002 after owning and operating a large dairy farm in nearby Duval County. Although Doug thoroughly enjoyed his days working in the dairy industry, his first love has always been forest management.
I was a third-generation dairy farmer. I seen the dairy business not being as good as it had been, and no fourth generation interested in carrying it forward. And so I took the opportunity to change to forest, which I always had a passion to own timberland.
The property is home to a diverse array of plant communities and wildlife. Pine flatwoods, swamps, and floodplain hardwood forests provide habitat for bear, deer, wild turkey, quail, and many reptiles and amphibians. Rare plants like Chapman's fringed orchids and pitcher plants thrive where prescribed fire is used to manage the habitat. It's this diversity that makes it possible for Doug to use this land for more than just timber in the future.
I particularly like this piece of property because it was very diverse. I wanted timberland, but I wanted conservation land. And with the South Prong of the St. Mary's River beginning here, it was the perfect piece with the diversity I was interested in.
While its diversity first attracted the Moores to the plantation, managing the land was something Doug knew he would have to learn more about. Although he had background in farming, he relied on the talents and experience of forester Leonard Wood, UF-IFAS, and state agencies to help educate him on the correct processes of land management.
I met Leonard Wood, and he was one of the most respected forest consultants in the area, so we started helping each other, and I had a lot of people help me along the way. The University of Florida Extension Service, the Fish and Wildlife Service, the Florida Wildlife Commission. As soon as I got out of the dairy business and was afforded the time, I took every class that was available that pertained to the forest industry and the wildlife.
One of the highlights he learned in those classes was the importance of prescribed burns and how fire can keep forests healthy, return nutrients to the soil, and reduce harmful insect populations. The human population increases at the South Prong Plantation from time to time when Doug hosts educational tours and seminars. He opens his property up to educate anyone and everyone who wants to learn.
We like to provide educational opportunities from everything from the hunters to the tree huggers. We have hunting groups in here to teach them how to better manage timber and food plots and wildlife. We have groups in here like the Native Plant Society that have a totally different interest. But all those people that have those different interests are very important, and we want to share all of that educational opportunity with everyone we can.
Educating the community about the importance of forests and the timber industry is only one of a few reasons Doug bought the land. He also loves to hunt here, grow food plots, and conserve the land for future use. The Moores are using a conservation easement to preserve the agricultural and conservation value of the plantation.
Conservation easements are very important to me. I want this land to remain as a conservation area forever. And the conservation easement not only provides me some income to put away to make sure it remains like it is, it'll be able to support itself, it'll be able to support the education programs that I want to be here after I'm gone.
Doug says the most rewarding aspect of owning the plantation is the opportunity to teach and share his passions with others. One might say he is living the dream.
One time I had a young boy at one of our hunter safety courses, about 12 years old, that was addicted to hunting as I was at that age, look at me and he said, "Mr. Moore, do you know you live in paradise?" And I said, "Yes, son, I do."